Hey, peace. It is December 2nd, 2019. We are so far propelled into 2020 already. Some of us, definitely. I'm like at spring already. So, but I wanted to do this video. I'm cleaning my camera. A quick video popped in my head because a really good friend of mine had asked me maybe a week or two ago. She said, how do I deal with my triggers? And of course I asked, well, not of course, but I asked her, what do you mean exactly, like in detail, specifically, because there's so many ways that I deal with my triggers. But I wanted to just share one of the ways, because you don't always know when something's going to trigger you. Okay, you suffer from things like anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder from being traumatized, whether it's from an accident, experiencing something very traumatic, having something happen to someone very close to you, which is a post-traumatic situation, right? So for me, and with what I deal with my anxiety, with anxiety disorder, and also with what I deal with my the mania that I experience, because they feed off of each other. They could the man having the anxiety, I deal with that all throughout the day, every night. I have to cope with that. But we're talking about triggers. When I get to a space where I am triggered, my anxiety can go up. So when I'm out and about, no matter where I go, for one, I keep my crystals on, right? Because you can do physical grounding. Hold on, there's a truck backing up. But you can do what's called physical grounding. So you can grab something in your palm. And especially if it's a mineral, that helps even more because you're connecting to that. But you can grab anything. I keep these rocks. And this one, my nephew Flash gave this to me. So shout out Flash, the last time he was out here. But I keep my rocks. I collect rocks, but keep something of different texture. Have this rock that was given to me by one of the members in one of my groups, and this was about roughly 2 years ago. She gave this. We were in the patient garden. We were having group out there, and she got this from out of the lake that's there. It's like a little river, like a stream. And I have a couple of more of those that she picked up. But these beautiful, minerals. So I keep things. Like I can use my ring and ground myself. My other ring, which I didn't wear. Where did I put my ring? I don't think I wore it today. I hope I didn't wear it. I know I didn't lose. Oh, anyway. But yeah, keep things like that. Keep something fuzzy on you, and you can focus on it. You can feel the texture, and you just, you're focusing your mind on that and describing that and feeling it, and feeling the weight of it in your hands of whatever it is. That's a very, very, very great way to, when you are triggered, to bring it back down, because you can't always play music. You may have to give a presentation, a speech. You may have to talk through whatever it may be, even though you're triggered. You may have to drive, and the music is going to make you more anxious. So to focus on something. Or there's another thing that you can do with mental grounding yourself mentally, is stop wherever you are and you're triggered. Stop, and like how I'm out here right now waiting on the bus, I can stop. So there's a bus, right? It's rectangular shape, long, it's red. The two orange lights in the front, they're flashing. It has 2 tires that I can see. The tire is black, the rim is chrome. There's writing on that bus. There's 2 men, look like 2 athletes. Can't make out the writing. I can see now I can. The G, the R, the T. The writing is white. It is large, so forth and so forth. And it's keep on and move on to something else. There's a tree. There's 2 trees right there. Describe the green branches or green. I don't know what type of tree that is. So leaves look like a baby palm tree. And this is still working with the mental grounding, describing it and going to something else. There's the moon. And the moon is waxing. It's in this waxing phase. It's about a quarter moon. It's about quarter to almost half, about a quarter. That's the phase that it's in, and then move on, and so forth and so forth. I can't turn my camera around, but to give you options, or I could focus on my scarf I have on. You know, I have the scarf is black, and then the details, whatever. So you can sit in your car and do that, grounding yourself when you are triggered. That is the thing that helps me. When I'm triggered and I'm out and I can't, do that, I focus on my mantra. And I have different ones. So you develop you some different mantras or mantras, and you keep them going, and they can be simple as, I got this, I can get this, I'm okay. And as you walk, I took a mantra repetition class twice. It was like a 6 week or 8, no, maybe 10 weeks, and I did it twice. It took me until the second time to really get it. And I will refer the book that we read. It was like The Quiet in the Storm, if I'm not mistaken. But I read through that book a lot of times and did a lot of notations, but it helps so much. And it works on silencing the mind and being in a state of mindfulness. And it talks about, our assignments were, doing things like mantra walk. So if your energy is high pace, you would walk fast and repeat your mantra fast. Whatever it is, repeat it in your mind. Repeat it, and when you get calm, and you slow your mantra down. You don't want to go out and psych yourself out. You don't want to go out and say, I'm fine, it's going to be fine, I can get through this, and you're up. You don't want to do it in a slow, because you're lying to yourself, for one. Am I at the right bus? Haven't been over here in years. But anyway, you don't want to do it. Not even that, it won't be beneficial to where you are. You have to meet yourself where you truly are. Okay? So you take that walk, take that mantra walk. You have to step out of your house and go. And I'm glad I'm saying this, because I haven't been doing those since I took those classes. So I'll put that on my calendar to take a couple of mantra walks, just around the block, and when I feel my anxiety, which, so those are some quick little recommendations, and they're very, very helpful. They've been very, very helpful to me. I have learned so much in therapy, and this is why I am so passionate about my channel, this YouTube channel, and knowing that it's going to be so effective, because the things that I've learned over life are effective to me. And not only that, I have experienced these things firsthand. These are things I'm fighting through firsthand. So it's not like someone who has a degree, who hasn't lived it, telling people, you know what I mean? I'm speaking from my truth, my reality, which resonates with other people's reality who's going through it also. So yeah, and that is why, out of this experience, I am interested in going to the field of social work. And I've actually narrowed it down to exactly what I'm going to go get my degree in. But I won't share that with the world. It's no one's business. But it's going to be amazing. And I'll be able to not only help my sister veterans, my fellow, veteran sisters who suffered and experienced the same traumatic experiences of sexual abuse and military sexual trauma, pretty much. PTSD, for whatever their experience was that caused the PTSD. And just from being in the military, period, it's traumatic. It's traumatic, and it's a big, huge transition from military life back to civilian life. And we don't get deprogrammed. Things are changing now, but this year, November 22nd, this past November made 20 years since I swore in. I was 37. I was 17. I just turned 37 this year. So anyway, my battery is dying. I have to get on this bus and then go somewhere and then go home. Peace and love to everybody. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. This is my first time I said this on a video. And share my videos, please. If you find these videos beneficial, share them. Go back to my previous videos, and in the captions or the description box, I insert links to places you can go get help for mental illness and situations, different mental situations or conditions you may be going through psychologically. So The one organization, this is national, is called NAMI. Just Google NAMI, and it stands for National Elite Alliance of Mental Health. And put in your zip code and you'll find the nearest near you. All the hotlines and everything you need. So let me go before it dies. Peace, love, and light.